James Worthington, a powerful and emotionally distant CEO, is driven home late at night after another long, high-stakes meeting. The city around him glows with wealth and ambition, but his mind is elsewhere, burdened, disconnected. As his car idles at a red light in downtown Los Angeles, something unusual catches his eye. Beneath a flickering street lamp and under a cracked, leaky bus stop, he sees a small figure curled up on the bench, a little girl, barely 7, clinging to a worn backpack, trembling from the cold rain. Something shifts in James. He hasn't felt empathy in years, having buried those instincts under corporate armor. But this moment breaks through. He tells his driver to stop, steps out into the rain, and walks toward her. She's wary, scared, but clearly exhausted. Kneeling beside her, he asks softly, "Where's your mom or dad?" Her reply is a whisper laced with abandonment, "They left. I don't know when they're coming back." There's a long silence between them. One filled with invisible pain. James feels something he doesn't expect, a reflection of his own childhood, of being forgotten, left behind. In that instant, corporate deals and boardroom victories lose all meaning. Moved by an unexplainable force, one he hasn't felt since he was a boy, he offers his hand. With quiet compassion, he says the words that change both their lives forever, "Come with me." Inside James Worthington's vast mansion, everything is pristine: glass walls, polished marble floors, and soft ambient lighting. But to Ava, the little girl now seated at the grand dining table, it feels cold and unfamiliar. She clutches a spoon in one hand, too nervous to eat, her eyes scanning the room like she doesn't belong. The silence is thick. James, standing nearby, has provided everything: dry clothes, a warm meal, a bedroom she can call hers for the night. But Ava offers little more than a nod or glance. Her trust, like her spirit, is guarded. Later that evening, James dials child services. It's what he knows he's supposed to do. But as the phone rings, he hesitates. Something about Ava, her silence, her smallness in this giant house, the way she quietly wipes away her tears with her sleeve, cuts through him. He sets the phone down, unfinished. Watching her from the hallway, a memory surfaces. He sees himself at that age, in the system, shuffled from one cold home to another, always pretending not to care. No one had ever looked at him the way he now looks at her. Ava doesn't need charity, she needs someone to choose her, to care without condition. In that moment, James realizes that his mansion, filled with everything money can buy, has never once felt like home. And neither had he, until now. The next morning, James walks into his sleek, glass-walled office with an unusual guest, Ava, clinging quietly to his hand. His staff exchange puzzled glances, whispering behind screens. The man known for being detached and unapproachable now carries a child's backpack and gently kneels to tie her shoelace. It's strange, unexpected, and impossible to ignore. James clears his schedule and sets Ava up in his private garden, a peaceful space usually reserved for solitude. She wanders near the koi pond, watching the vibrant fish glide through the water. Slowly, her tension begins to fade. She kneels by the edge and drops tiny pellets into the pond, giggling softly as the fish swarm. James, watching from a distance, feels something shift inside him. It's the first time he's heard her laugh. Later that afternoon, she hands him a crumpled sheet of paper. A child's drawing, 2 stick figures holding hands, one tall, one small, with bright yellow sunbeams above them. In uneven, penciled letters, she's written, "Thank you for seeing me." James stares at the drawing, unable to speak. In boardrooms, he's closed billion-dollar deals, won awards, commanded respect. But this? This moment, this fragile, honest connection, feels like something he's been missing all his life. For once, he isn't a CEO. He's just a man who mattered to someone when it counted. At the child services office, James sits across from a weary social worker who flips through Ava's sparse file. No recent school records, no active guardianship. She's been missing for weeks. No one's been looking for her, she says flatly. Ava, sitting beside him, grips his sleeve tightly. Her small hand says what words can't, "Don't leave me." The truth hits James like a punch. She's not just another lost child, she's one of thousands who've fallen between the cracks. Invisible. Forgotten. His legal team warns him, taking custody would be risky. The press would question his motives. His board wouldn't like it. "You're not a parent, James," they insist. But he doesn't care. Within 48 hours, James files for emergency custody. In court, the judge peers over her glasses, clearly stunned. "Mr. Worthington," she says, "you're the CEO of a global company. Why would you want to raise a child you found sleeping at a bus stop?" James doesn't hesitate. His voice is steady, but full of emotion. "Because she reminded me who I was before the money, before the success, just a scared kid praying for someone to care." The courtroom falls silent. Ava looks up at him, wide-eyed, and for the first time, lets herself believe she's no longer alone. In that moment, it's clear, this isn't charity. This is family being born from the most unexpected of places. 1 year later, the school auditorium buzzes with proud parents and applauding teachers. Bright lights shine on a small stage decorated with paper stars and colorful banners. Ava, once a scared girl on a bus stop bench, now stands tall in a neat dress, her face glowing with confidence. She's holding a certificate, award for kindness and leadership, as the principal announces her name to a standing ovation. In the front row, James watches, his eyes glassy with emotion. He's not in a tailored suit today, just a soft smile and a heart too full for words. The man once consumed by deadlines and deals now only cares about this moment. Ava steps up to the microphone. Her voice, though small, is steady. "I want to thank the man who gave me a home when I had nothing." The room falls quiet. Even the teachers pause mid-clap. She turns her head, locking eyes with James. "Thank you for telling me to come with you. I didn't just find a home, I found a family." A hush fills the auditorium. And then, applause, louder than ever. James nods, his heart full. In that moment, it's clear, no award, no boardroom, no fortune could ever compare to this. A scared child reached out, and he reached back. Together, they both found something they didn't know they needed, belonging. And for the first time, James truly understands what it means to come full circle.